So the interference of the foreigners, the Israeli and American, is responsible and was responsible about absence of peace.
You haven't had much help from the Arab governments either, have you?
Yes, we already got $55 million per month for the Palestinian Authority. That was a summit decision, summit conference decision.
You get more money from the European Union for the Palestinian Authority?
No, for Gaza, no. All the
for the West Bank, you get more money.
Yes, they got, and that one of the manifestation of the absence of justice. Gaza is more poorer than the West Bank, and they are giving money for the West Bank, and they are neglecting Gaza.
Lady in the fifth row.
I was wondering about the Lebanese. The Lebanese have civil war like clockwork, and yet this time we didn't hold our breath for long before we had a resolution. I mean, if Lebanon did it, can't you?
We are happy for Lebanon to reach this degree because they got good experience from our experience. What happened in Lebanon is the same case happened in Palestine. The interference of the foreigners, especially the American administration, pushed the Lebanese people to the degree of real confrontation. But they, at the critical point, reached to an agreement. We tried that before. We went to Mecca and signed an agreement before the critical point, but the other side went and passed, and they started to shoot the Palestinian other side, reached to this dilemma. So I think it is a good for Lebanese. It is bad for the Palestinian people, but it is good for the Palestinian people to come back, to reconciliate, and to reach a final solidification of the Palestinian people against the enemy.
Okay, we're going to take a question from the lady in the second row there.
I just wanted to know, is there a chance for Hamas and Fatah to reconcile, and what are they doing to achieve that?
Yes, there is a good chance, but I think we are in need to wait for 6 months. After the absence of the present American administration, if a change in the American policy, we are going to achieve reconciliation in one sitting.
And what kind of change are you looking for from an American administration, the new one?
I am not here interested who will be.
No, but you say you can't deal with the present one.
I'm changing the administration, means the style of dealing with the question. The people to be neutral. This is the change that we are hoping. Change the big support for Israel on the expense of the Palestinian people.
What do you think of the infighting between Hamas and Fatah?
I think that's very inhumane, and they're killing people for no reason. That's what I think. So I don't think there's no chance for them to reconcile, because their differences are too different, and each one of them are fighting for their own cause and not for the Palestinians' cause. And that's what I think.
I should point out that this is an audience which voted a few weeks ago by a margin of 70% that Palestinians risk becoming their own worst enemy. You may want to know that for your background.
We are not happy about the present situation. As I told you, we signed with them at least 4 agreements. In Cairo in March 2005, the prisoner proposal, Mecca agreement, Sana'a agreement, and on all these and others, they are not accepting reconciliation. They are believing that America is going to give them
You blame them and they blame you. I'm going to take a question. I'm going to take a question from the gentleman in the third row there.
Point blank, what will it take for peace with Israel? What exactly are you looking for? If they go back to the 67 border, will that be it? I'm confused. What will it take for peace?
These are imaginary questions. Okay. And because Israel is addressing, and America blessed that we should respect the present situation. The present situation means confiscation of all the land around Jerusalem. I will give you one example. What is called Ma'ale Adumim settlement, its length is about 50 kilometers. Israel is ready to withdraw from this area, which is part of the area occupied 67. if they are ready to withdraw and to leave the settlement for the Palestinian people, I think the Palestinian people will think and will think thoroughly about reaching with them some sort of either long-term hodma or peace process. But in case of expansion of the settlement, confiscation of our right in the land and in the holy place, this imaginary question should not be answered, because it will be on the expense of the Palestinian national interest.
It wasn't an imaginary question. It was a question about what it would take to get peace, and you just answered some of it. Is that your main condition? The withdrawal from the settlements and return to the pre-67 borders?
It is not a main condition. Now ask the Israeli, very imaginary question.